teams here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
This is Saquon Barkley, and he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot the last couple of games.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
To throw again, Jones. Caught right side, Tate. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just...
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
13-yard line.
From the gun, Jones buying time to his left. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
13 yards remaining on second down. Now Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
That's good.
It's a big play there on third down. 42 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Pick up on the play, and it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Jones, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd and 7, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
And the Giants first down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. From the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made at the...
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. To try again after the sack. Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. And that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The tackle.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones. And he finds Penny. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many.
Have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Being chased out left. To Barkley on the check down. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Jones now. A final shot before break. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton. As time expires in the 1st half. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Graham Gano is set to kick off.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll come out in the pistol.
Right there, 54. 54, Mike. Squeeze, double. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, kill. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Prescott from the gun. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Giants 6. Rick Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
54, check, right 54.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
44-yard line.
And this one in contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. But when you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly. There he goes, Amari Cooper, the 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense the film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Now Jones on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 19-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
By Reggie Robinson. A gain of 12. And the Giants first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Giants.
waiting from the gun. Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it's going to be second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On second down now, Barkley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First down, Giants.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
New York.
From the gun, Jones. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Jones. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about, Dussel.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Pettis on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. And the Giants first down.
Back to throw. Jones. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a third and long.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Today's final score.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan.
The Cowboys, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.